Good texturing practices is one of the number one priorities of a good photorealistic model. And the reason for this is because in the real world, every single object that you see has a material. This wall has its own material. This cupboard has its own material. My shirt has its own material. And you can see that despite this chair and this cupboard both being wood, they both have different materials. So you need those right materials. You need good materials in order to make a good photorealistic model. um, you can't expect to make a vintage television and give it, steel or plastic exterior. That wouldn't be right, would it be? And when it comes to shading, there are two ways on how you can approach this. One is the procedural way and the other is the PBR way. And the procedural way is the way through which you manually create the whole entire material with the use of nodes inside a software. Substance Designer and Substance Painter, they're the best in what they do in this category. The other way, PBR way, or the image texture way, that's where you UV unwrap an object and apply an image texture on it. It can either be like a material that you made using a procedural software and you baked the uh, output of that node setup into an image, or you can also take an image, let's say of this wall, and I can make it into a seamless texture. What is seamless? It means that if you tile the image, it continues. It doesn't show the breakage in the middle. And there are two things to consider to be careful of when it comes to shading. The first one is the material. Like I said, you need the right material, and that's why you need references. You can't expect to give this television a plastic exterior or a metal exterior. The second thing is the scale. The scale of the textures is very important. Consider looking at this cupboard behind me. You can see the patterns of this thing. They have a size of their own. All right, so if I want to replicate this model, and if I this plywood material, this is a plywood material. All right, so if I make such a cupboard like this and give it like these patterns are way bigger than what they are over here, it wouldn't seem right to me. So yeah, you need to worry about the scale, and this is why you need good references. You need to be able to refer your reference images to see if the scale and the material are correct. With that said, we can begin our tutorial part, series part. We can begin part 5. So this is where we left our TV in the previous part. We had UV unwrapped the TV entirely, perfectly. I hope you've done it as well. If you follow the tutorial, you would have. And first, we are going to be looking for some images. We are going to be searching for some textures. So we need some good quality textures. All right, and there are a number of websites where you can download these images from. There's like 3D textures, there's Polygon, and there's CC0 textures. There's a lot. All right, I personally love using CC0 textures because the images that they provide are of really good quality, and they have like a huge collection of images. So there we go, cc0textures.com. Oh, they changed the name. All right, cool. So it's ambient CG now. It used to be CC0 textures. I mean, the last two times, this is the third time that I'm recording this. The first two times that I recorded was actually CC0 textures. Now it's ambient CG. Cool. All right, we can go into the categories, and we can also open up my references. All right, we can so it's basically going to be like wood on the sides, and the back is usually plastic most of the time. Back and the front is some kind of a plastic material with some of these imperfections and everything. So I like something like this kind of wood. I like this. It looks good, looks neat. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Categories alphabetically, and let's search for wood. All right, there is like a lot of wood textures over here. I suggest you go through all of them and pick your favorite one. I have actually downloaded what I'm gonna use here. So these are my materials. I've downloaded them, and uh, all right. Regarding the quality of these, it goes from 1K to 8K, and it's better you go for PNG images, not JPG ones, because PNGs are a lossless format. They preserve all the details, and the more size you go for, the more detail you will have, but also the more RAM usage that Blender will take. So it means that if you have a lot of RAM, you can go for higher textures, and even if you have a lot of RAM, if it's something that if it's a tiny detail that doesn't even matter, you can always go for a small texture, small scale texture like 1K. You can get away with something with in the background. You can use 1K textures for that. If it's the main object, the focal element which you're going to be showing, like close-ups and everything, I think 4K is pretty good for that. 8K is good too, but then again, 4K does the job. I don't see a reason for 8K. Anyways, so Blender. All right, so I'm gonna go into the shader editor, and I'm gonna select the TV box, and I'll actually go into the local view for this. All right, I'm gonna give this its own material. I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna add a new material, and I'm gonna call this wood. And I didn't start this. All right, I'm gonna call this wood. Yep, it shows up. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I got two wood textures here. I got this one and this one. Wood 027, that's the one that I'm gonna use. Yeah, they really should have some numbering order for this, but I mean, like, names for this, but they have numbers. So, all right, it's cool. At least tags, maybe. All right. So one, either you can open this, you can drag this image here, this no image here, and connect this node here, and then you can go back over here, bring this one in, connect this in, or assuming that you have Node Wrangler add-on enabled. You got the Node Wrangler assuming that better have this enabled. It's just gonna make your life 10x easier. You just have to select your principal BSTF and hit Control Shift T, and you just have to navigate to where your textures are, select all of them, and principal texture setup, and Blender will automatically import a setup for you. And there you go. You can see that looks good. I did nothing. We don't need the displacement, so we can delete that. Very happy with normal maps. And there you go. You can see that we got this detail. The normal maps look good. You can see that the normals are looking pretty neat over there. It just gives that fake detail. It's nice. It's really nice. So all right, now coming to the way these things are aligned, you can see that the patterns on the top side is going like this, and the ones on the side are going like this. It's not even. It's not even, and we need it to be even. So going back to our references, you can see how they go. They usually go in one direction like this. Everything, every single thing, it just goes down on the sides, right? So we're gonna change that. We're gonna go into the UV editing, and we have this enabled, and all we have to do is go into the side view and box select this whole area. Better to be in face select mode. All right, with that selected, you can chuck this and open the image wood 27. All right, cool. um, all you have to do is rotate it 90 degrees, and if you come out of edit mode, you will be able to see that now we have uh, the texture which goes in the same direction as it is supposed to be. So it takes time, going through your references, looking at how they are in the actual model, actual object, and you will be able to get the angle of these things correct. Oh, the front is a nightmare. We'll do it in the end. How about here? Oh, it's plastic over here. We don't have to worry about it. But however, over here, it usually goes top to bottom, and you can see that over here. It's entirely plastic over here. Alright then, so the back is entirely plastic. You don't have to worry about it. It's gonna be plastic over here, but in the front, however, it goes from top to bottom. It goes sideways in here. Oh, come on. Alright. Yeah, it goes top to bottom here, top to bottom here. Yeah, the majority is top to bottom, so I'm just gonna stick to top to bottom. How about this one? This one has no patterns at all, I guess. Alright, so we're just gonna be doing top to bottom. I'm gonna be doing top to bottom. I've selected all of these, and wait, not all of them. I'll have to go through these manually. Everything that goes this way needs to be turned. It's going to be plastic over there. The wood texture should go like this. Yeah, so take your time arranging, all the patterns like this, and I will come back after I finish mine. Alright, I have finished arranging it, and don't bother arranging anything inside of this. I made that mistake of arranging everything inside here. Don't do that, because all of this is not going to be wood. It's going to be the plastic material that we download later. So all you have to do wood for the exterior, the outsides, and this one, this line and this line, and to me they look pretty good. So with that done, we can start doing the next material, which is plastic. Yeah, let's go online again and look for plastic. Now you're gonna have to go to the categories and alphabetically. Why would I want to know the number of acids? I don't know. But okay, maybe there are people who prefer that. F L M N O P P P P P P P A P P P L. Where's plastic? Oh, it's over here. Alright, let's pick plastic and pick the plastic that you like. There are some clean materials, I think. There's like this kind of a plastic which has this porous surface, I think, but I like this one. It's nice. Plastic 006, I think that's the one that I have downloaded. No, I have plastic 003. Which one is plastic 003? Alright, this is the one. This is the one that I have, and I like it. It has a good amount of pores, and it also has these nice not too much and not too little imperfections, which I really like, and it has the shine as well. So that's the one that I picked, and So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the TV, and with the TV selected, we are going into the shading panel. Let's go into the shading panel, and actually I think I'll disable the subsurf and bevel here, just to work faster. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select everything on the inside from here to here, here, every place where I would want plastic. I'll actually add a new material over here, and from here to here, the whole line, and this whole loop, left one over here, this whole loop, and this whole loop. Yep, that's it. And this one, basically everything on the inside. All right, just select it. Just select it. This whole thing. This. And all of these are apparently they are not speaker vents. Someone in the comments of the previous part had put in that these are actually ventilation holes for the heat which is generated inside to escape. That's nice. That's nice. Learn something new every day, huh? Alright, so with all of these selected, I'm going to select the second material and click assign, and instantly the wood material would be removed from there. It's a blank material over here, so we just have no material over here. And we'll have to select the back side as well, like this, everything like this loop, and this loop, and all of these ventilation vents. All of these. Speaking of which, I've been watching The Office. Yeah, I'm just watching it, and I like it. And I just wanted to fill up the gap. And let's select this. I'm just gonna select like this because I don't know if anything on the front side is gonna get selected, so I'll just select it like this. Alright, I think I can select like this because everything. Alright, that's why I shouldn't. Okay, so I'll have to do it manually, I guess. Every single one of them. Also guys, I have a really good screen material for the TV screen. It's coming up next, so just letting you know. I have a really good material. There we go. All of them are selected, and I'm gonna assign them to the second material, and there you go. That's now all of this has the second material, and probably over selected. Assign it back, and there we go. Like nothing ever happened. I'm gonna call this and add a new material and call this plastic, and I'm gonna select the principal node, Control Shift T, and I'm gonna select my plastic material and bring everything in except the displacement. A couple seconds, but once it takes, it's gonna be here, and there you go. You can see it looks beautiful. Alright, I think this material looks fine. I do not think that this needs any UV mapping adjustment. But although one thing that I would say is not nice is the scale of the texture. You can see that it's really, really, really big, all of these pores. And if you look at our references, where's the plastic? It's almost invisible. Almost invisible. It's that small. So yeah, we're gonna have to change the scale. Select the mapping node and change the scale to about 3. 3 looks nice, but we can go for maybe, let's see how 5 looks. That looks nice. That looks better. I like it. Looks good. We have some really small pores and looks nice. How does 6 look? 5 or 6. I'm gonna go for 6, and it looks neat. This is why you need references. You have to be able to compare with something. I was able to zoom in over here and I could find that that's not how it looks. Even here, I can zoom in. That's a very bad picture. All right, so my reference is that's it. Cool. How about you? Yeah, you got those tiny pores, but they're not really very visible, but has the imperfections. All right, cool. So now you've done that, and yeah, we do need some UV adjustments over here. This one goes the right direction, the same way like this. We need it to kind of go like this around the box, but however, this one is gonna have to be different. This whole back side is gonna have to be different. We can't see it well right now, but you know what, I'm gonna go into rendered view and I'm gonna load in some HDRI just so you can see everything. Anything. You can get some good free HDRIs from HDRI Haven. Might have a good one over here. Something 2K or lower is good. I'm gonna go and rotate the HDRI. Yeah, so that I can see the back. This is not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to go, the imperfections are supposed to go from up to down. They're not supposed to go like this. It's the same way for this. It's the same logic for any box. All right. So we're gonna go back over here and the back view. We're gonna select all of these. UV editing, actually. I have to be in the UV editor. And can change the view to the plastic and yeah, rotate it 90 degrees, and now you should have it going from up to down. Looks good. It looks really good. How about here? Is there anything? No, it goes right. Wait. Yep, all of this goes the right direction. How about the front? Yeah, it looks right to me. It does look right to me. Cool. So now we have officially finished the whole TV box. What's left for us is the next thing is these decoration stuff, and we've already UV unwrapped it. So let's do one thing and apply those mirror modifiers. Only this one, because right now if you applied a material on it without the with the mirror modifier, it would just be texture over here, and that would be mirrored over here, and that would seem that wouldn't seem nice. And with everything selected, AU, and unwrap this to get the entire object over here, which looks good. Or another thing that you can do is AU Smart UV Project, and Blender should automatically project it in a nice clean way. Alright, for this one as well, however, I'm gonna go for a material which is somewhat like a plywood. Alright, I've already downloaded it over here. This is what it looks like. Wood 23. It's a lighter shade of wood with nice grain and everything. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna select for this one. I'm gonna go back into the shading, object, select this one, and give it a material, call it light wood, and again it's gonna be Control Shift T all the way. We don't really need the displacement over here, we just need the normal map for the detail because there is no displacement. It's gonna be a straight flat surface, so we don't have to worry about that. Cool, it looks good. We do have to change a lot of things, however. UV editing, and we're gonna select everything, rotate them like 45 degrees. That's too much. Just rotate them until they seem straight to you, and we should have a straight thing. Yeah. The other way. Alright, cool. And over here you can see something interesting happening. You can see the texture stretching. Alright, this happens because of the subsurf modifier, and you can see if I disable it, the texture stretching goes away. How do you solve it? Well, I have an entire video dedicated to that. You can find it over there. But let me just tell you how to quickly solve it. All you have to do is, alright, let me enable the edit mode. Alright, all you have to do is select the border where the stretch happens, the entire border, and hit Shift E to make a crease. And I have the wrong border selected. Great. Yeah, I'm a little terrible with selecting this one. And we're gonna have to select it all the way over here. Alright, you want to have the borders of the face that the stretch is happening. You want to select it, and all you have to do is, I'm going to disable the overlays. Hit Shift E on your keyboard to make a crease. Alright, and as you pull out, watch what happens. Set a crease of 1 and all that stretching just disappears. I have an entire video for that, so if you want to see that, you can see it over there. I explain why it happens and everything. Right, cool. It happens in the back side as well. You know what? We actually don't need the whole backside face. I'm just gonna delete that face. It's an unnecessary face that is not even supposed to be there, and is not even gonna be visible, so we don't even have to worry about it. Have some really good videos planned. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I have a lot of artworks I've been making a lot of artworks this year, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to achieve some of the effects that I did there and everything. Cool. Now it looks good. Without the back face, it looks a lot better. Yep, it does. And I can go and change the orientation of this as well to be straight. And there's stretching happening over here, so you have to select that whole border and hit Shift E to cancel that stretch. Wait, there wasn't a stretch? Oh, it wasn't a stretch. Alright. It was just the wrong alignment of the things. No, they're definitely a stretch. Shift E and drag it to cancel that stretch. Great. Alright, that's cool. And now we've done that. Cool, now we have that. The next thing for us would be the bottoms, and it's gonna be the same material as the television. So I'm gonna select this and this. They're already UV unwrapped, and select the TV box and hit Control L. And I'm gonna say link material. Since the wood is in the first place, it's just gonna get applied to everything, and you can go and cancel, delete the second material over here. This makes your life easier, but make sure you don't delete the wrong material. All right, we are looking very good. Check for stretches. No stretches. I don't care about you. All that's left for us is this, and this. Cool. It's gonna be like a metal with a little imperfections. You can go in here and search in the categories. You can look for metal. Where is metal? It's not alphabetic, is it? Yep, that. Alright, there's metal. Go here and look for a nice good metal with a little imperfections to make it look more realistic. And once that is done, once you have that, you can import it. I have this one, metal 003. Wait, why do I have two metals? Alright, I'm gonna use this one, metal 11. I'm gonna go into the shading panel and select that. Already UV unwrapped, nice. Delete this, add a new material. I'm gonna call it metal, and be done with this. We didn't select the principal. There we go. This is how it looks, and it looks nice. And let's enable. Wait, that's a subdivided model. Alright, there's almost no bevel over there. Just gonna increase it like this, and give it that kind of a little smoothness over there. Cool, this looks good. You'll have to go into the UV editing and correct all of these things. The reason why that's happening is because we need like a central seam which cuts exactly straight across this. So if you give that, we have another problem over there. So what is that? That would be a seam in the middle of our thing, so we don't want that. So you're gonna have to make do with what you can do. Maybe you can give a seam somewhere over here, only for this one. Mark seam, AU, and unwrap, and it should look nice, better. So that's how you solve these kind of problems, but I like this. I think it looks nice. The only problem is this one, face select mode. Looks polished, you know, looks nice and neat. That wouldn't change a thing because we have this terrible seamless thing, and we just have to add some seams. If it's a flat surface like this, we don't have to worry, but this one is circular and vertical, so you know, we'll have to add seams over there to get some nice looking surface. There you go, that looks nice. And it looks good to me, and yep, that looks good. And you know, just select this, and you know, select this and copy the materials over there, and you should have something that looks nice like this. There you go, looks good. Pretty good. It's nice as well, it looks polished. Okay, so with that done, we are almost done with this part. It's this one, it's going to be the same plastic material as this one, but I can just go in here and apply the plastic material from here, so it looks good. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to stop this part over here. In the next part, I will be making a special material for the screen, and that will be the last part of this tutorial. So the reason I'm doing a special material for the screen is because, you know, we want it to look realistic, and we want to have those lines and stuff. Oh, and one last thing for this tutorial is that you can make a bump map. Alright, let me show you mine. Alright, take a look at these. You can make these kind of circular maps like this, black and white, so it's a bump map. And what you can do is you can select this one, you can select this fella, and go into the shading panel, and let's select this whole thing and give it a new material. It's gonna be the same metal material, but we're gonna make it a copy. All right, so it's going to become a copy of the previous material, and we're going to call this metal channels. Okay, and what we are going to do over here is we're going to bring this channel map over here. What's the channel map? It's the one with a lot of numbers. One of these, all right, so we'll bring this one over here. I'm gonna bring all of these guys over here. Okay, I'm gonna bring this guy over here and add a bump map, bump node, and I'm gonna use this guy. Probably minimize it. Let's change it to a non-color, just to be safe, and plug this into the height. And if I plug that into the height, you should see that nothing happens, nothing really happens. But let us open the UV editor over here, and let's select this. And over here, let's open the volume, the channel one, and alright, let's take this to the center, 0.5. That is the center of the whole square. This is 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, so it's going to be 0.5 over here in the center. And if I scale this up like this, you can see what happens. Oh, I have to assign it. I didn't assign it here. You can find the links to this one and the volume map in the link in the description below. But if you wanna, you can make your own. Alright, I'm having that selected, and you can see that I'm able to create this engraving. But right now it's coming outside. If I hit invert, it goes inside, and that's nice. Yep, that is real nice. And another thing that I can do is a color mix RGB, and I'm gonna use this as a map to connect over here, and use some kind of a yellowish color, you know, the vintage retro, you know, those people who are crazy about this goldish color. And why do I have 141 over there? Guess I made a mistake. It's all right, you can correct it, or you can make your own map. Yep, I got 141 over there. All right, so you can do that, which is a really easy way to get the thing. And I'm gonna rotate this. As I rotate this, I can get the numbers aligned exactly to where I want them to be. I can have it something like this. I want the 1 to be on top. Looks good. And again, and now what you can do is, let's duplicate that. We're going to be duplicating that object. Duplicate that and bring it down like this. And on this one, I'm going to duplicate this, and it's going to be called metal volume. And for this one, however, it's not going to be the channel. It's I'm gonna get the volume one, and the volume one just goes from 1 to 10 basically. You're not supposed to get connected like that. Plug this one into this and this, and there you go. You should now have the volume panel over here. Looks good. I think I have another one. Alright, so this is another one. It's nothing, it's just a tiny triangle. What does this triangle do, you ask? Well, I will show you. It's gonna be a, what did I do? Metal volume, and it's gonna be a duplicate of this. I'm gonna call this metal mark. And I just got the image of Zuckerberg in my head for some reason. Gonna bring in the marker over here and plug that in here, and also plug that in here. And right now nothing is assigned to it, but I'm gonna be assigning this whole thing to the metal mark thing. And this has been assigned to the metal mark thing, and once assigned you can still see nothing. That's because we need the marker thing. And I'm gonna take this guy and come over here like this. You know, this gives that triangle some thing. Oh, I didn't change this, did I? Rotate it 90 degrees so that it looks in the angle of the you know, the straight lines always go in the direction, longer direction. Place it like this, or place like this. And now you have that marker over there. One rule of thumb is that, you know, straight lines always go, you know, when you polish it, the straight lines are always polished in longer direction. You can see this one, you know, it always goes in the longer direction. This direction is longer than this, so you know all the patterns go this way. That's a general rule of thumb when it comes to you know, shading. And it's gonna be the same thing for this one. I'm gonna add a new channel, I mean new color, and it's gonna be metal mark, and assign it, and just rotate it like this, and you know, bring it like that. And there you go, you can see that now we have a finished looking product. Great, isn't it? In it, that's how the Brits say. Alright, let's go into the rendered view and just take a look at how it looks. There we go, this is how it looks, and right now it looks bad. Maybe just, I mean, it doesn't look bad, I mean the screen looks bad obviously, but it looks good. And should the scale be increased on the wood? Well, let's see. I think the scale should be increased. Yep, it should be increased. It was too big. That looks better, it shows the... Alright, cool. In the next part we will finish the screen, and it will be coming out on tomorrow, because I really want to finish the series, and because after I finish it I have a lot of videos planned, but I have to finish the series first. Alright then, bye bye. If you like this video, I know it was a little long, but if you like this, please give this video a thumbs up, and also let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you like what I do or the content that I put out on my channel, please give my channel a subscribe. That would really help me. I'm really getting excited for 1,000 followers right now. I'm like at 709 at the time of recording, so please subscribe. Bye bye.